Why is that guy in a cocoon thing? This area is really interesting now that I know so much more. But whoa, hey! Hey, what's up, guys? I didn't see you there. Huh, that's so awkward. Hey, welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring Kita Edition. Alright, I was told to go hit the face down here, and man, doesn't it seem like these things are almost like sacrifices by the way they're set up in these cocoons? And I don't know if that is the case. And there's a dead like servant down here too. I never really thought about the details of this before, but now it's really interesting. I'm going to be making lore videos. I keep getting asked about this, but they're probably going to be on GameSpot, just so you guys are aware. But I will do a playlist on my own channel to make it easy to find. And it's something I'm going to be working on. I just finished the game last night, so now I'm going to be doing like replay stuff, going over all the item descriptions, making sure I really feel like I understand everything, like, you know, doing the puzzle thing. But speaking of which, I was told to attack this. Oh, it bleeds. It bleeds out of its face. That's interesting. It's not attacking me, though. I thought it was going to get mad and attack me based on what we saw with Roger. Ha! You're bloody. All right. You're living. Not that I didn't necessarily think that already, but that's interesting to see. Wait, did his eye just move? Did your eye just move, sir? That was probably just an optical illusion, wasn't it? That'd be so interesting if his eye just slowly moved open. That'd be amazing. It's like, ooh. The more you hit it, the more it slowly opens its eyes and wake up, and then there's something like insane that happens. That'd be the best. Let me hit its like little tiny dimple thing up here. No. Okay. Yeah, I'm just crazy. I don't know why I thought it moved. Are you moving? Are you moving? Okay, anyways. Yeah, that's it for here. So, oh look. Who's that? Hold on a second. Wait a second. He's wearing the gold thing on his head. Actually, that's a really interesting detail. What he's wearing on his head there. Because I don't think he's one of the standard... You know, I got to figure out exactly what this outfit is. Because that's interesting that he's, like, watching over it. It's an interesting detail, actually. So I'm going to have to look into exactly what outfit that is. I'm sorry I don't know offhand. But it's nice to go back and check this out. Alright. Anyways. Something I keep on forgetting to do. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to use this damn... Bladachin blessing in there. Alright, now I don't have that status effect down, or I shouldn't. I guess maybe it goes away when I rest at the site of grace. Other thing I was told, well, not told, you know, asked to kind of do. I never went back to the Dragonburt runes, and I didn't do that because, honestly, I never did in the beginning because I knew what it was going to do. And I was like, I don't feel like going to Caelid yet just because, for the sake of time, it just felt like it made more sense to go to Caelid when I was going to go to Caelid, but now we're going to do it. So let's go ahead and do it. I'll pull out some stuff from you guys. Death counter when. I've never done a death counter on these games, late sleeper. I don't know. It's just not... I guess it's just more work than I have time to do, right now. I'm sorry that's a lame excuse, but that is part of the reason. And B... You know, I'm just realizing I don't think I went into this specific part of the Dragonburt runes in my own game. I always went to the other chest. So, that's funny. What is it? Twin Blade? Did I never get the Twin Blade in my own game? That'd be dumb. Alright, let's look at the Twin Blade. Oh, something you can do, by the way, which I always forget about, is you can actually do order of acquisition. So, it makes it easier to, like, find stuff in that sense that you got. Wait a second. Order of acquisition. Alright, so... Twin Blade. A sword with blades on both sides of the hilt. Can be wielded with a single hand, but its true strength is unlocked with dual-handed spinning attacks. Very nice. Also, I'm going to go back to item type. I prefer item type, but, you know, as you get more and more items, that actually can be useful. But yeah, I've never done a death counter before. That's not to say I don't think it's a bad idea or anything, but I don't know. I've just never really thought about it, to be honest. And I guess the Let's Players I watched who inspired me, like Epic Name Bro, that was just never a thing. It's never really been my focus, I guess, is how many times I die in these games. I know that's a big element for some people, but I think, like, my first playthrough, that's probably more interesting to me, as opposed to, say, like, a replay, where at this point, I'm already better at the game naturally just from having played it, you know? So, those are just my thoughts on it. And at this point, if I was going to do death count, if you guys, like, want to give me a number, I could start doing it if all of you think it'd be really interesting or fun. But at this point, you know, I've already, like, I don't remember anymore, so I'd have to go back and look through all the episodes to see how many deaths there's been. And see why I am the true Elden Lord. Which I am now. I can say I'm the Elden Lord. I'm the Elden Lord. I beat the game. And the save scummed it, so I got every ending. Except for one, because I messed up one of the quest lines, and I'm really mad at myself about it. I'm super mad about it. I kind of had an idea that I messed it up when it happened, but there's nothing I could do about it. Alright, so another warp trap. Again, you can roll away from them, but I'm going ahead and get captured by it. Capture me. Take me away. Oh, I guess I just have to reopen it again because I have rolled away too quick. Take me away, Johnny. So, Dr. Havoc said to hit the face. I did that. He also said a small detail I noticed on the servant kicking Godric's corpse. He doesn't have a left hand. I didn't notice that either. Also, scar on the back of Godwyn in the intro cutscene. Godwyn, it might resemble the one on the root face thing in the bottom of the castle. I found out a lot more about Godwyn, and it's confusing me. It is confuddling me pretty big time. So I honestly do not know or understand what the hell is going on with Godwyn in a lot more ways now. I thought I had a decent idea, and now I'm like, what? In my brain, I just don't know. Yeah, these guys will, like, obliterate you. They will obliterate you at this point. So I'm probably going to die, like, right now. Let's see if I can heal before this guy casts his magic on me. You're not supposed to be in Celavis something. I know it's a crystal mine. It's like that starts with an S, but I am not supposed to be here right now. As might have been made obvious by that, what just happened there. Although I do wonder if I could Celia. That's the name of it. Oh, that makes sense because Celia is right next to here. So yeah, this just warps you right into the Celia crystal mine. So. It's pretty funny surprise, I think. When it first happened to me, I was like, what the hell? When the enemy fought me. And if you die in there, you just keep on starting back in that shack until you make it to this, what I just made it to. But yeah, it's like all of a sudden you're in Kayla and you're like, what is going on? Where am I? It's awesome. I love this moment when it first happened to me. So there's Celia right there, the town of sorcery. And I am actually curious to see if I can handle Celia at all right now. Oh, rotten stray ashes are there. I actually don't know if I got that either. Ooh. Stop by the shack beyond the southern gate. Oh, yeah, actually, that is a good idea. There's a guy there that's worth chatting to. Well, I didn't plan on doing this, but we're at Celia, so, you know what? Might as well take a look at Celia and see if I can, like, even remotely take these guys on, or if they're way too... that's not so bad. That's not so bad. Yeah, Kayla's a little weird in that I think you're really supposed to tackle Kayla, honestly, after the Altus Plateau, which is even later. But there are some areas where it's like, actually, this one's doable. And I guess Celia is one of those doable ones. Granted, I don't know if the boss of this area is at all doable, but, you know. So, yeah, these guys use that disappearing that you just saw there. And now that I made that note, let me see if there's anything else to mention from you guys. Oh, no, it just reloaded my comments to the top. From Sanctalore about Nefeli Lu. She said in the video that Gideon is her foster father. This was 2 videos ago. I think that while she might be related by blood to Haralu, it might also be that the relation isn't as direct as father-daughter. Yeah, that's something I've been wondering about. I honestly still don't know with Nefeli Lu. I'm at a point with her questline where I can't seem to progress it, and I just don't know. I'm like, I don't know how to progress it at all, or what I'm supposed to do in that regard. Yeah, these guys like to disappear on you like that. They're pretty annoying. But just by the name alone, right, it's like, okay, she's got to be related. I mean, they both have a Lu at the end of their name. And yes, the adoptive father was Gideon. So she has an affinity towards him. But, ooh, aristocrat garb and such. He dropped all of that for me? Hopefully I don't get attacked while I'm looking at this stuff. Aristocrat. So I was planning on going to Celia after... oh, man, I found out so much stuff that's so interesting. But anyways, I was going to go here after Raya Lucaria, but hey, we're here. High-quality garb adorned with fine golden embroidery. Travel attire worn by nobles in the capital. Abandoning their birthplace after the shattering, these undead wanderers are the pitiful products of unending life. Okay. So I think that's probably referring to Tarnished, I would guess. Because Tarnished would seem to be a form of undead. I'm fairly sure, but I honestly don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I found out so much. There is like a really crazy reveal I found out last night. Like a super secret thing you don't have to find. That's going to be in my 10 things video for GameSpot. It's something that you find in Liurnia where I was like, what? I'd already kind of known part of it, but then there was another reveal within that I was like, what? I did find out how to progress the storyline of the person who's chained up, by the way. That's Sorceress. But I haven't done it yet, so that's something that I need to do. Oh yeah, I forgot. Now that we're here, we can get a golden seed, so that's nice. I don't remember how many I have, though. 2. So maybe I can throw another one on. That'd be nice. Yeah, so like there are some things here that I definitely don't want to do yet in Caelid, but for now it is fun to at least check out Celia. You know, actually it's probably a better idea just to be on foot right now. I feel like I can take these guys out a little better, to be honest. That way I can just like focus on getting some attacks on them and not running around. There are definitely times when it's better to be horseback. A lot of times, but sometimes I do think that foot is king. Okay. Oh my god! Oh my god! I thought I was getting away, but I did not do that. I did bad things. Bad things. That was almost really bad. Yeah, some of their attacks just destroy me. But, I mean, clearly I'm not getting that many runes from them, so clearly this is an area to go to. It's not like a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. At all. Is that a Mikola? Yeah, Mikola's lily. We haven't gotten to Mikola's lily yet, so let's look at that one. Mikola's lily. A delicate water lily of unallied gold that has started to fade and wilt. Exceedingly rare to find. A flower signifying faith in the Halig tree. Thought to be beloved by Empyrean Mikola in his youth. Or Mikola, excuse me. Empyrean Mikola. So, Mikola is related to America, I believe, if I remember correctly. I mean, just by the naming. Come on. Just with the naming convention. It's like Godwin and Godric. All of them. And man, I got to figure out Godric. So, I mean, Mikola, Melania, America. Man, everyone just loves themselves in this game. They're like, I got the best name ever. Nobody can outdo my name. That's not going to be good. That's not going to be good either. Wolf. Dog, I mean. Oh, yeah. Apparently, I keep on calling the lion things beasts wolves. And, yeah, they do look more like lions. And it makes sense because Godwin's affinity to lions. That does make more sense to find those beasts. And I guess you could say if you see a beast that looks like a lion, since of Godwin's affinity, that it probably has extra meaning in that regard. Oh my god! No! Bad, 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 bad. I might get killed by one of the small guys. That's how these games work. Yes. You tried. You tried. You were just too slow on it. Oh my god. Oh! Wow, that was close. Okay, where the heck? I just want to get those small guys. They're so annoying. Stop disappearing. You brats. All right. Man, I really veered off course here. But I think it's kind of fun that I did, actually. I think it's kind of fun. Okay. See that guy down there? Let's ride in on the horse. Oh my god! No! Oh, I got so many of them taken out. I'm gonna have to redo so much of this. Alright, let's do the Diddy Kong Racing fast forward, I think. That's probably going to be the way to do this one. Okay, I'm gonna put it on back on right now. Let me just do something to indicate so I know that. So, bop, 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 start, 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 start. Okay, that'll be my indicator for myself. I didn't realize I started a little further back with that Stake America. So there might be some guys I took out that I didn't realize from more the beginning area. Because I guess I started on this side, but I was trying not to pick up things that I would have picked up before. So I can do more of like a natural, I don't know, running back, I guess. I'm going to try to take you both out at once. That's good. Okay. Is there anybody else on this side? Not that I'm seeing. Although I do want to eventually go this way. Because this way, I believe, is the way to Gowrie Shack, which I want to go to. But first, we're going to keep on taking care of this town. So hopefully, I wiped out most of those guys, so I don't have any more surprises like that in store for me. That'd be nice. All right, so I just had the itch, and I was terrified that I was going to get wiped out. Yeah, so the Stake America started me, like, over here, I think, which is the other... Yeah, so this is the other entrance. You know what? Now that I'm over here, might as well go talk to Gowrie, and we'll come back over, because I don't think anyone's going to respawn in Celia. So I kind of consider this to be his pet dog that we're going to see right there, but the dog only really attacks you if you get super close to it. So we're just going to stay really far away from it so he only thinks about it. But doesn't it look like a pet dog? It almost looks like it's wearing a collar. Like, that's like the idea is it's actually Gowrie's pet dog, because he doesn't attack you unless you get really close. I think he is supposed to be Gowrie's pet dog. And speaking of which, I actually changed the audio settings even more. Before it was 3, 5, and 10. Now it's 2, 4, and 10. So hopefully that helps, because you guys were commenting that the dialogue was too low.
Oh, a pleasure to see you. A pleasure indeed. I am Gowrie, a great sage. In my day, anyway. I'd hoped to ask a favor when one of your ilk came along. A strapping young tarnished, able to cross the scarlet swamp of Aeonia. Don't fret. I'll provide fine recompense. Should you accept, I will teach you the secret of Celia, the town you see there.
I'll hear your request.
Then you are willing to lend a hand, are you? I need your help to heal a certain young girl. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Celia, resting at the church atop the cliff, stricken by the rotting sickness.
So he's referring to the Scarlet Rot. The place that he wants us to explore is basically somewhere within the swamp of Aeonia. And this is a super, super important quest line, so you guys are aware.
The rotting sickness that afflicts Millicent has no cure. When the Erd Tree flourished, even the demigods could not stave off its effects, despite their nigh godhood. But Millicent's suffering can be ameliorated. For this, you are to find a certain needle. Seek the deep scarlet swamp of Aeonia outside Celia's bounds. The needle, made from unalloyed gold, is lost somewhere there.
Yeah, so that's what I was just saying about Aeonia. I love how, dude, you got to work on your shack, man. The rain's getting right through. It is not doing much for you here.
First, you must find its hidden sen. The secret.
Okay, so he's gonna help us with the secret of the town of Celia. And by that, I think he literally just tells us how to do the super obvious thing that I'm about to do, which is to light all the torches so you can open up all the places you need to go. And I think in order to go upstairs, it's actually closed off. Oh god, there's another one. Eee, there's another one too. Let's take care of you first, and then we'll take care of your purely magic friend right after that. Oh my god, that would suck if I died again. That would suck so bad. But I didn't, so that's cool. Oh, another one. Oh my god, there's so many. What are you guys doing back here? There's nothing even back here for you to protect. It's just a random, like, corridor. Also, do you notice how all of them are phantoms? Right? So it actually makes me wonder a lot about what's going on here with the fact that none of them are, like, truly alive. Like, I don't know if they're actually puppets, because there are Spirit Ash. There are basically puppets like this that you can have, like we found out before last episode. So I actually don't know if these are supposed to be puppets, which is possible, or what the case is. So basically, I have to go along the roof. I just want to double check to see if I can't go upstairs yet. Oh, also there's a painting that I need to go grab, so there's that too. So okay, I think upstairs is what the hell? Oh, it's like that way. So I probably can't. Where is it? Is it through this way? It's so dark out. I don't know. I guess it's gonna be through that middle there. I just follow the guidance of grace, right? What am I doing? What am I doing? No, let me go get that painting first, because the painting's right over here. And I skipped getting it before because I saw it and I was like, oh, I need to do that when the mic is on. So I think the painting, was it in the middle alley or the center alley? Oh, there it is. The Red Mane painting. I actually haven't found this one yet, but Red Mane would be the name of... I was going to get my telescope out. Red Mane would be the castle in the background that's right there. So basically, I have to find those pillars that are broken there, and I just haven't found them yet. I don't know if I read the telescope, but I want to read it again, now that we're finding out more lore stuff. Astrology tool used by members of the Carian royal family, a stolen part of a larger instrument. During the age of the Erd Tree, Carian astrology withered on the vine. The fate once writ in the night skies had been fettered by the Golden Order. So that's the whole idea of, with Caria, they're related to the Erd Tree. Wait a second, this is not the way. This is the way. Oh, wait a second. So this is going to be the way back up, and then over here there's actually a boss fight. That's why I was confused. I got it. Okay. Anyways, they're going to be related to the intelligence, essentially. It really actually spawns from Caria, and I think the Carians are the ones who founded initially the Academy of Raya Lucaria, or Raya Lucaria, if I'm remembering correctly. It's got to be like a counter, really, for how many times I call it Raya Lucaria instead of Raya Lucaria. That's the true counter. So, yeah. Yeah, there's a guy there. And let's jump over this. And I think, actually, if I drop down here, I can still go up and grab that one. So I'm going to do that. Staff of Loss. Why are you losing things, man? Why are you losing things? And also, I got this Carian Glintblade staff, I think, or Carian Glintblade staff. Staff embedded with blue glintstone, 1 to 2 types of Carian staff. There you go. Gifted to enchanted knights and enhances Glintblade sorceries. So maybe that's what those were enchanted knights? Okay, anyways. Staff of Loss. Staff missing its glintstone, which would be what you see at the top there. Or there, too. Wielded by sorcerers who believe that discovery comes through acts of asceticism. This staff is only capable of casting invisibility sorceries, but that is reason enough for some to wield it. And I think invisibility is a big thing with Celia, if I am remembering correctly. I also hope I can get back up here. I can. That's nice. That's good. That'll save me some time. So now we can leap up there, light the torch. Yeah, I like how he asks you for that secret if you want to go talk to Millicent's her name. If you want to talk to Millicent beforehand, I don't know. You kind of want to do this. There is another way to get to her, like a back route, but this is sort of the natural way, I guess. So I just broke a seal. It's probably for that. Yes, it is. And that is a boss chamber with some bosses that I don't remember who the boss is, to be honest. And I don't remember. I have no idea if I can handle it right now, either. Two things I do not know. All right. I guess it's worth a shot. So is fighting that guy at some point. No, let's go up here first. I have a feeling there's a ladder. Yeah, there is. I had a correct feeling. Man, I really want to read up on Celia again, because now I'm intrigued again by the fact that every single sorcerer here is the puppet style. It's very interesting now that I know a little bit more about what's going on. Whereas before, I don't know why. I kind of just chalked it up to like, oh, that's interesting. I mean, maybe you could say that since they're so into those sorts of sorceries, that's a thing. But here's the other thing, too, is that thing that I fought before was a mannequin. So I think that's like related to Rhea Lucaria. So maybe it's like a thing where the Rhea Lucarians have kind of taken over in a way. So I don't know. It's really interesting to me. So, all right, let's go down here and fight another gargoyle who hopefully won't fall off. And hopefully I bash before he bashes me. Both things are big hopes. I need to kill them too, so I can get enough runes to level up before I try to beat whatever the boss is. Hey, another stone sword key. Very nice. And the thing that I'm going to open up for this one is awesome. It is so awesome. You definitely want to come to Celia. I'm just saying, guys, hit up Celia. You won't be sad with yourselves. You'll be very glad you came here because of this one item I'm about to get. You thought stone sword keys were cool. Wait till you find this new secret type of stone sword key. That is way cooler. That I actually missed my first time playing because I forgot where the thing opened up and I forgot to go get it. But not this time. Not this time. I think it's in the back somewhere. There it is. All right. Check this out. Imbued sword key. Way better than the stone sword key. And I actually mean it. I'm not being facetious. It's super cool what you can do with it. So, imbued sword key. There are 3 total. Stone key shaped like a sword, unless there's something I really don't know. A special item imbued with rich blue magic. Breaks the seal on the imp statues guarding the sending gates enshrined in each belfry, but remains embedded in the statue after use, meaning it can only be used as a one-time item. Think well before using one. We will find out what the belfries are a little bit later, but those are in Liurnia, what it's referring to, and if you guys know what I'm talking about, the 4 belfries, here you go. Here's one of the keys, and you're welcome. You're welcome, I say, for showing you where one of them was, if you didn't know. Because I was like, where is it? It's so exciting using these. Really, it is super exciting. Okay. Next up, I'm going to go upstairs and rest at a site of grace. Hopefully level up, and I'll go ahead and see what the boss is like, you know? I don't even remember what it was, but I think I was super OP when I came to this area first time, so it kind of is what it is in that sense. All right, level up. No, I'm nowhere close to being able to. Damn. Damn. You know what? Actually, as that's the case, let's actually go talk to Hugh and level up my weapon before I do this, because like I always forget to, and it's just nice to have. Also, it looks like the status effect isn't on anymore, so that's nice. Another thing that I could do if I'm doing Carrier stuff is go check out the Beastmaster too. And
Oh, your divinity, have mercy and grant me forgiveness. The road is yet long, a god is not easily felled. But one day, without fail, you will have your wish. So please grant me forgiveness, Queen Marika.
a little bit more about what Hugh's real intentions are.
You, is it? I didn't notice you there. I'll be doing my job, same as ever. Just lay out your arms.
What was up with that prayer, huh?
Those words were not meant for you. I may be prisoner to you, tarnished lot, but my prayers are mine, and mine alone. Well, I've had my say. I'll be more careful too.
Yeah, so he seems to want a certain god dead, but who? And which god? And why was he asking that of America? Alright, let's level up my heavy gray sword one more time. And unfortunately, that's all I can do for that upgrade. But still, nice to get one. And yeah, I don't think Roderica has anything new to say, but I'll check. She does not. Okay, so again, I'm going to do the Thea and stuff later. Wow, it's right by the Third Church of America. But I did say I was going to do this boss, so we'll do the boss first. Attempt it. See what it's all about. Who this boss is, because I really do not remember. Who you be, Celia boss, and what do you have for me? What interesting lore will you have? I wonder. I hope this isn't one of the double bosses. It is a double boss. Oh, that's great. Nox. Oh, Nox. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wait a second. Okay, they deal quite some damage, but at least, like, minus the damage, I deal some major damage, so if I can get one of them gone, then it should be fine. That's the only problem is the double part of it, but let's see. Bam and bam. Oh, no! No. You need to go away, Sickle. Swordstress. I mean, actually, I think she's using a Chattel. That apparently can get longer. Oh my god, how stupid. Alright, priest time. His weapon gets longer too. Yeah, Nox is a really interesting area. So, oh my god, okay. Yeah, these guys are like easy, but just, they hit hard, so. That's the one thing. But otherwise, they're... Uh-oh, I should not have done that. Oh, come on. I got greedy in it. That's what happens. That's what happens. Last time went... Yeah. Alright, we'll see how it goes. Man, it sucks that the first time I did so well, and then, like, botched that attempt, basically. Yeah, it's always rough needing to fight two guys at once. It's like... And there's a lot of those in this game. There are a lot of double fights in this game, so... I really feel like the game is, like, almost, like, tempting you to use Spirit Ashes all the time. Which I'd prefer not to use, but there are... Honestly, there were a couple fights where I just had to. Which I'll talk about when I get to them. I mean, it'd be nice if I could... There was one that was honestly just for the sake of time, where I felt like I didn't have enough time to... Because I'm also doing this for GameSpot stuff and trying to get footage, where I would have liked to dedicated time to the boss to really not need it. But for the most part, there were a total of 3 bosses that I used, and I think I've beaten every boss in the game. There were a total of 3 I used a Spirit Ash for, but I didn't for any others, so that's all right, right? Okay, so these Nox guys, actually, now that I see what they look like, that's really interesting to me in a lot of ways for what might be going on in Celia. But I can't talk about it yet. These would be kind of spoilery for stuff that we'll eventually get to. But let's talk about the Nox Flowing Sword. Also, the fact that some Nox guys are here interesting in the first place, too. But let's talk about the Nox Flowing Sword. Yeah, I know I could do the other... There it is. A grim weapon wielded by the swordsman of the Eternal City. This Chattel, or Shotel, I don't know the pronunciation, has a blade as fine as a needle. Forged from the liquid metal of a silver tier, it is thoroughly tempered until hardened. Oh. That's probably why it can move the way that it was moving. Why it's got the moves that it's got is probably because it's from a silver tier, so that makes sense now. I get it. So, let's go with more endurance, actually. More endurance. Just, I think I'll be good on endurance now for a little bit. But, yeah, because now, can I? Yeah, now I can equip my vagabond armor again, so. I can't equip that, though, so I'm still kind of low on endurance, but it'd be nice to start getting some more strength up. What you got for me? Ooh, Lusat's Glintstone Staff. All right, let's take a look at that. Where is it? Staff of the primeval glintstone sorcerer Lusat. Only those who have glimpsed what lies beyond the wisdom stone may wield it. All right. So let's go to, and yeah, I've got to go like all the way down there to open up this part of the map. And that's like actually the northern region up there, what that's for. But let's quickly go to the Celia back streets. And some of you may be aware of this area because of rune farming. A lot of people are talking about this area, which I'll mention briefly probably. I really didn't ever feel the need to do it, honestly, in this game. But I guess going back to my first time playing Dark Souls ever, I was like, oh my god, how do I farm souls at some point after losing a bunch? So I did a little bit of that in my first playthrough, admittedly, so I can understand why people are and why those sorts of guys are doing well, for sure. I just feel like I've been getting enough runes in general. Like every time you beat a boss, you get enough runes to level up typically, so. All right, get out of there. Okay, more of those guys that I hate guarding this church that we're going to go to. But I'm going to just avoid them for now and just roll right in. I don't know if they're easier or harder than the ones that were in the Crystal Mine, but they hurt me something fierce. Oh, something else that is here. Actually, so there's another sacred tier. This is the girl that Gowry was referring to. This is, I keep on forgetting her name, Millicent.
Who's there? Well, it matters not. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse, not to be meddled with by man. If you are wise, my flesh
Okay, so on her, you can notice that she actually is missing an arm, and her red hair is very, in this game, reminiscent of Radigan, right? He's known for his flowing red hair. America, red hair. It's like a common trait of the lords, essentially, is having that red hair. So, yeah. Let's see if I can add any more to my flasks, by the way. 3. No, I can't. I need 1 more. But I can upgrade my flask again. So I'll do that. Whoops. And I'm going to show off the Dragon Barrow thing real quick. So let me do that. Apparently there's a secret in this town that I actually don't know. Unless that you're supposed to be like looking at the cliffside, and I just never figured it out, and it drives me crazy unless I figured it out without realizing. Okay. This guy is pointing down this way. I was checking all the cliffs here. He's actually pointing down into this area, like way down there, if you're curious. So I can't get it yet, but I just activated it to show that. Killing babies left and right. I'm a horrible monster. I know. And cool skeleton face guy over there. That's like all over here. These giant skeleton faces. And yeah, so basically if you don't have to actually beat Celia, I don't believe. You can actually enter Dragon Barrow here, Grail's Dragon Barrow, a different way, and then just use this to hop back down. So that's like another option for you. So anyways, Grail's Dragon Barrow, you can actually attack him without waking up these dragon guys here. and that is a way to that's like a way to get a ton of runes and do some rune farming. I'm just gonna go ahead and get the Cider Grace just since I'm nearby, so might as well. I figured why not? I'm like right here, and then I can mention Grail. At least I'm pretty sure this dragon's name is Grail. It makes sense because we're in his Grail's Dragon Barrow. Other thing, yeah, I guess like probably hitting the tail, I guess, would be the spot where like nobody's gonna notice you. And yeah, you do like mix of damage. That's where I guess Bleedus should be good. So he never moves, but basically he summons those little baby ones that you saw who fight for him, essentially. And honestly, it's a pretty good way to train against dragons by fighting these guys. If you ask me, he'll probably kill me in one hit if he touches me. But that's also why it's a good way to train against these guys, because they will brutalize you if they hit you. And you can actually, since they're so small, you can hit their head. But they go down pretty easy. And yeah, this is like just another way to kill Grail, essentially, is instead of doing the kind of like cheese method, instead, if you want, you can just attack the babies, and if you'll see his life bar actually go down each time you kill one of these guys. Although the other one just woke up. Now that I did that, he's gonna come down and attack, but that gives me a head. I'm more worried about his friend than I am him, actually, because now that his friend knows that I'm here. Yeah, but yeah, I really got to watch out because he will probably one-shot me if he hits me. Not dead yet. Oh, wow, I knocked him down again. All right. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Nope. I'm not gonna get him, am I? All right. I don't really care that much about killing Grail right now, to be honest, but it's like I'm already doing it, so I guess might as well. You do unlock some more dragon powers for doing it, but oh crap, there's two of them. That's not good. That's really not good that there's two of them. Yeah, it wouldn't matter if there's one, but if you notice, I get a ton of runes for this, just for fighting the dragons. For him, I think you get like 75 if you kill him straight up. So, it's just like a really, really good way to rune farm is by going for these guys. But again, the fact that there's two of them trying to take me down is really not good stuff. And yeah. They're not that rough one-on-one. 2-on-1, I don't know. I don't know. Just seems like a bad idea to me. I'm not even gonna go for that guy. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this. I was actually, there were other things I wanted to do this episode, but it's like, since I already started doing this, it's like, this game is so huge. There's just, like, there's no point in this game. I don't know. There's just always so much to do, basically. Alright, so you're gonna turn around that way. That's fine with me. That's fine with me. I don't mind that. You can turn around that way. I like when they do the little, like, a tail swipe attack to try to get you. Because if they do that, they leave their head exposed. Uh-oh. He will kill me if he smashes me, so I really gotta get away. He's gonna stomp. For a stomp, I can come in and get one hit, and then you want to just run away to be safe. Yeah, like I said, these guys really trained me on dragons. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Again, one hit and get away. I don't think I'm missing like any plot stuff by killing Grail here, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's probably something I should look up, to be honest. If like killing Grail is like a plot thing that I'm gonna screw over. But I'm not aware of anything. You know what? I'm gonna look it up before I do this and like fully commit to it. I'm gonna kill these last two dragons and then make a choice. How have you not been stunned yet? I've been like hitting you non-stop here. This is scary and shocking. You should have been stunned at this point. Nope. Yeah, I'm still at the point where I'm trying to like learn all the nooks and crannies of this game, and I just don't know it. Okay, It's one more down. Again, look, you see Grail's health bar just went down a bunch. Where did the other dragon go? He went somewhere over here, didn't he? What the... what? Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm just checking this with Grail. Okay, I've been looking stuff up. I guess my coworkers at GameSpot were like, they'd heard that it was related to a quest line with him, so I wanted to make sure I didn't screw that up. But, yeah, I guess not. So, anyways, or with her, I don't know if it's a guy or gal. I don't know. Oh, finally, there you are. Wait, I don't know, actually. Now that I think about it, I don't know if this is the one that I was working on before or not. Oh, man. Okay, where are you gonna come? He has a big old... yeah, it's like he's got a big old wing, so you can't do too much. Don't know if this is the one I was hurting before, but that's okay. So, yeah, sorry about that. Like I said, I was just worried that, like, this was gonna affect a quest or something. To be honest, like, I'm not trying to go for more runes or farm or anything. It's just I started attacking it because I was here, and I'm like, you know what? I can't leave without finishing it because I already started it, and I'm right here. So might as well. You know? Might as well. I'm here. Whatever. And I'm trying to do it the non-cheap way. Not that, honestly, who cares? Honestly, who cares? Here's the thing, though, for farming. I actually noted this. I have this in my next 10 things you didn't know video about, like, how much Grail drops and how easy it is to kill, even though I think a lot of people know at this point. It's still a fun thing to mention and talk about for the people who don't. Oh god, get out of there. Get out of there, Kita. You do not want to be there. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Alright, let's take out another bit of your mom's health. Bam! But yeah, so notice how they all drop a decent amount of health, right? I mean, health runes. The thing is, I honestly think it's better just to farm them. Although I think they're dropping less runes than they used to. I think they patched it, now it actually drops less, now that I'm looking at it. I feel like it used to be 4,000 runes, and now it looks like it's dropping 3,000. Alright. I just want one of you guys to come over. Only one, please. Only one. One at a time. I dealt with two at a time, and one of you ran away. So, I mean, like, what am I supposed to say here? What am I supposed to say? And you guys are just gonna run away. Yeah, I know. I'm killing your mom. I'm terrible, terrible tarnished. I know. I'm not denying it. I mean, like, I know that. This isn't me, like, trying to deny anything. I know I'm a horrible... Kita is just the worst, so don't worry about it. I would never do something like that. I just say blame Kita for everything. Blame Kita. What effect do I have on me that's all red, by the way? I actually don't know. I'm trying to look at my status ailments. Wow, I have like a bunch of negative status ailments on me. Let's see, my sword is down and my armor is down, and I don't know why for either of those. What did I do? Oh, you know what? I wonder if it's related to his eyes being red or something, or the fact that it roared at me. Maybe that's what that does, and I just never knew. Alright, get out of there, get his eye. Yeah, like I was saying before, you see just how great of a training tool these guys are for just all the dragons in general, because seriously, this is pretty much what I do for every single dragon in the game now. And it's just like, as long as you kind of take your time with it and you don't get too greedy. Every dragon, man. Every dragon. They all got a heart, and I need my dragon heart. With Sean Connery. Do you know Sean Connery by chance? Dragon? That's what I'd like to know. Do you know James Bond? Oh man, James Bond's so great. I miss the Sean Connery ones. Those were so good. Hey, felled another one. That's nice. You know why? Dragon, because I am using the Dragon Slayer. Look at that. It makes sense when I'm using the Dragon Slayer to fell dragons. Well, this one is the one where Dave exploits the game, is what this one's going to be called. I mean, it's not really an exploit if I'm killing it the right way, right? By killing the babies. I mean, that can't be considered an exploit, can it? It's an exploit if you just, like, find the secret way to kill the mom only. Okay, the other one's mad at me. Double babies. Double babies. Only one at a time, please. When you ride the Kita ride, only one's allowed at a time. No threesomes for Kita, I'm sorry. He's not into that. He ain't kinky like that. Yeah, as I was saying that, I was like, that sounds a lot like a threesome joke. I guess I just have to roll with it. Hi. Oh, so you're the one who wants in. Okay. Okay. You're the one who wants to find out what it's like to hang with Kita. I look like such a Western cowboy right now. Pulling the stirrup like that. The reins. Riding all slow like with my... It's like I'm, the dragon's like my cattle right now, you know? That's seriously what it looks like. Like... Because it was following me exactly and going slow and everything, going at my pace. What type of cattle you got, man? Dragons? Those are my livestock. Alright, get 2 hits in, let him do his tail swipey, thank you. Hit him in the head. That'll give me this nice thing. Now, I'm gonna say that the dragons that are bigger than this, you probably won't be able to get headshots in it. You can try with a double jump, but a lot of times that double jump just ain't gonna work, son. Ain't gonna work. But, you know, it's worth a shot. I mean, I do the double jump headshot. It works for me on occasion, so. But that's really, you can't hit their heads as easily, but still, great training, man. I keep repeating myself because I don't know what else to say. This is like a long, very, like, similar fight where, you know, it's like the same thing keeps on happening. I'm getting greedy right now just because I think I can, yeah, I figured I could, like, knock him out there. Now, if I wanted even more runes, I could use, like, a gold scarab or something like that, but I'm not trying to farm here. Like I said, I just happen to be here, so it's like, might as well. And now Mama Grail is done. Since I took out 5 of her kids. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. I know, I feel awful. And I get 5 dragon hearts for it. I didn't see how many runes, but quite a lot. Probably 50,000, I'm guessing. I think if you... And then I unlocked new powers, dragon powers for killing her that you didn't see there because I clicked off too quickly. So I'm sorry for that. Let's go this way. Let's go ahead and grab that map fragment. And hopefully I won't die because I didn't protect myself. Like, another dragon. Another dragon. There's so many dragons in the dragon barrow. That makes sense, though. Yeah, you can see this one's not related because it doesn't have the glowy eyes. It's a slightly different color. But you know what? Now we know how to fight dragons. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's use our techniques that we just learned. Yeah, you can see how much health this one has, too, comparatively. So the other ones have less health per dragon as well, on top of being smaller. Oh, man, this isn't good. I don't like where I'm at right now. I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay, well, he's turning around, so I'll take advantage of that. Oh, he's flying? Okay, let's go this way. Oh, great. Good spot. What were you doing up there, you dummy? Gotta figure out what to name this episode now. Originally, I was thinking, like, something about Celia. Like, Celia, the Town of Sorcery. But now it's, like, just turned into a dragon episode. I almost feel like I should just name it Dragonheart and show a picture of the Dragonheart dragon. Like, here, I don't know what's more interesting, you know? What's more interesting to people? Celia's probably more interesting than Dragonheart, but Dragonheart's more funny to me. Gotta get all those people who aren't subscribed yet. Subscribe to Dave Control, do it. You gotta do it. All the people who don't know who I am. I will say, honestly, it's really nice making the content for GameSpot where, like, I honestly thought I was going to get so much shit for, not for the fact that people genuinely act differently to content on GameSpot than my own channel, even though I essentially make the exact same type of videos. It's like they don't censor me or anything. I mean, sometimes they'll, like, we'll have, like, a discussion about what to make, but, like, I make videos in my style for the most part, unless it's just like a quick news story sort of thing where it's like we just got to get this video up. And I still do my own personality and all that. But people, it's like amazing how much more likely people are to just assume that you're being biased, assume that like you're paid out, assume so many things. It's like the comments are so much more negative as opposed to my own channel. And I get that my own channel, like, it's biased in the sense of like people who subscribe because they already like what I'm making, you know? And therefore, they're more likely to click on one of my videos and comment and that sort of thing. So it creates almost a biased view. But it's still just amazing the difference in terms of like just the negativity and just the assumptions of like, oh, you must have been paid out and blah, blah, blah. And, oh, you're not a real gamer. You don't actually play games if you don't like something, or all that crap. It's just incredible. Anyways, my point was, it's actually been nice with the Elden Ring content that the comments have all been surprisingly super nice and supportive, because I'm so used to it at this point with GameSpot of people just being really total assholes in the sense of the comments. Yeah, I mean, like with a comedy video, because I do make some comedy style videos, obviously if someone doesn't find something funny, they're gonna let you know they don't find it funny. But that's always been the case. So like, that one's not, that I get, but anyways, yeah, I mean, like, it's like been really nice that not only do sometimes like people happen to know that I'm a big Souls guy and all that and love these games, so they understand that, but the fact that just like from the videos, like people are actually really supportive. I thought I was gonna get a dragon heart from that guy. That's actually why I was fighting him, but I didn't. That's all good. Okay, so this is another one of the Divine Towers. I find it extremely interesting because it's extremely different. But that's all I'm going to say about it until we go to it. Obviously, we can't access the top yet because I haven't gotten the Great Rune for it yet. Hey, look, another dragon. But I don't know if I should fight it because the last one I fought didn't give me a dragon heart. And look, another dragon. It's almost like I'm in a dragon barrow, you know? 2 more dragons. Yeah, I don't really think any of them are worth fighting, actually. I don't know if any of them drop dragon barrows. And it seemed like they didn't give me that many runes. Alright, we got the dragon barrow map, so that's nice. And I'm going to go head up to a shack at the top there that I happen to know the whereabouts of. Wait, is there actually... I can't remember if there's a Site of Grace up by this Erdtree, but there is an Ash of War, apparently, so that's nice. You can see, look how hard it is to kill this Ash of War. That should be a very clear indicator that I should not be in this area right now. No, my God! I forgot that it blew up. And a Somber Smithing Stone 8. Jesus! Yeah, you do not want to go in there yet. I mean, you can, but, like, you will not be ready for it. Nox, the Eternal City, is a super cool place that we heard briefly about just now. But I can't talk too much about it, sadly, because I haven't reached it. But Nox is like super cool. There are 2 Eternal Cities. Both of them are awesome. And eventually we're gonna go to Siofra and Ainsel, which are 2 of my favorite locations in the game. I'm going here because there's a Site of Grace that I wanted to activate just so I have it. And then we're gonna go to Beastman. And yeah, I think that'll probably wrap up the episode, I think. Since this ended up being a Kaled episode instead of a Liurnia episode, which I wasn't expecting to do.
How can I help?
Just shows you what improvisation can do for you. He sells the Land of the Reeds armor set, so this is where you can get it. The other thing that I was talking about, does he have it? The Hidden Cave. Yeah, so this is the one, I think, that I don't know what it relates to, and it's driving me crazy. So let's read it. There's a hidden cave in the town of Celia. Look beyond the graveyard at the precipice. I don't know what they're talking about. Unless it's like... Here's the Dragon Barrow one. Unless it's like this cave that points to, which I found. I'm like, what the hell? I've like searched and scoured Celia. It's driving me nuts. Nuts, I say. Okay, so... Woo! Look at that. 5 levels. Oh, man. That is crazy. You know what? Screw it. Let's put it all in strength. Let's go wild. And I'm almost at another level, too. Damn. Damn, that was crazy. Like I said, I feel I actually feel guilty doing it, to be honest. All right. This is going to mostly wrap up my Caelid adventures once I go to the Beastman. We're not going to come back to Caelid for a while because Caelid is very OP. Although I guess like maybe the Swamp of Aeonia, there's a boss in there which relates to the Gowrie quest, which I might be able to handle. I know when I did it way later, I was super overpowered, so maybe that's worth trying and checking out. Otherwise, yeah. Otherwise, Caelid is like going to be a no-no for a while. So, definitely, yeah, this episode ended up being a lot of fun. I'm glad that I ended up following this Dragonburnt Runes quest, because Liurnia is very spread out, and I don't mind that, but it's just like, it is very spread out, and there's a lot of running around in it for interesting sights and things that you're going to find. That guy is hard as funk, by the way. Do not attack him yet. That is my advice from me to you. Do not do it. It's tempting, I know, because I did it. Do not be me. Alright, the Bestial Sanctum. And who do we find but none other than Gronk, which is great because we're going to get the Beast Eye. We're going to get some special spells for giving him death roots. Yes. And also, he is a really interesting character in a lot of ways. Why is he obsessed with death roots, and why does he want them? All right, Gronk, let's hand over one. We'll give you one.
I smell it. Death. Feed it me. Tarnished. Bring more deaths. I shall grant thee eye and claw. Feed me more.
Clawmark Seal and the Beast Eye. And yeah, so Gronk eats the death roots, and he... Why is he obsessed with eating death roots? What is compelling him to do it? He has an insatiable hunger for them. So, pretty good stuff to think about there. And I think I have an idea of that, but I don't want to talk about it because it starts to get into spoiler territory. Said to tremble when close to Deathroot for the Beast Eye. Clawmark Stone received from Gronk, Beast Clergyman. It is said to tremble when near Deathroot. The murky violet iris, rise as if alive. I am not sated. Feed me more. Death. That's exactly what it's saying. Let's go to the Catalyst. We get the Clawmark Seal. Sacred Seal granted by Gronk, the Beast Clergyman, a rare trinket which allows incantations to be scaled with strength. Actually, I didn't realize that, and that would have been really good for me. Then again, I have like no faith on my other build, because a build like this, I got a lot of strength. The Claw Mark represents Goronk's wrath, enhances bestial incantations learned from Gronk. If it was related to intelligence, this would be great, because my other character, in this one, I'll probably do a lot of intelligence if I do something similar. Okay, so he's just going to repeat what he says. Let's give him another death root. Again, we'll just give him one, so we can see if he says more that way.
More. I am not sated. Feed me more. Death.
So, alright, Bestial Sling. Let's look at that one. It's going to be a miracle. Oh yeah, oh, God, of course it's miracles. Of course it's miracles. Why didn't I think about that before? Speaking of which, think about the fact that it's miracles he's giving you. Remember, intelligence stuff is related to the Academy of Rhea Lucaria. It's related to Celia. It's related to the moon and stars. Whereas faith-based things, which is what he's giving us, is related to the Erd Tree and worship of it and the faith in the Erd Tree. All right, Bestial Sling. Incantation taught by Gronk, the Beast Clergyman. Swiftly flings a number of sharp shards. It is said that in the time before the Erd Tree, stones were the first weapons of the beasts who had gained intelligence. It's like a straight up like cavemen.
Feed me.
All right, Bestial Vitality. Again, let's check out our faith. Incantation taught by Garank the Beast Clergyman fills the body with bestial vigor, restoring HP over a period of time. Having gained intelligence, the beasts must have felt how their wildness slipped away as civilization took hold. So, kind of like an origin story there.
I shall feed.
Yeah, so again, he doesn't really have anything new for us. That's fine. Let's go back to the Table of Lost Grace, actually. Talk to D before I wrap it up, because that's going to be a storyline thing. Just so I don't want to forget, basically. Actually, I wonder if he's got anything new to say.
You appear. Well then.
No,
The Golden Order.
you don't have anything new to say. Okay, you're not interesting to me.
You've met Garank, I take it. Then owing to our duties shared, we are now comrades in arms. I think you've earned this. The power of the Golden Order to aid the hunt of those who live in death.
Okay, so now I can learn some incantations from him, and clearly he's on the side of the Golden Order to kill this death rune stuff that's going on, all this death that's spreading around. Litany of Proper Death, one of the incantations of the Golden Order fundamentalists. The role of the Huntress is to stamp out defiled reason, all for the protection of the Golden Order. Creates an image of order, dealing holy damage to nearby foes. This incantation is especially damaging to those who live in death. This incantation especially... Oh, this is like basically the same thing, except for it enchants your armament with holy afflicting damage. So he is also on the side of the Golden Order, very much so.
Are you acquainted with a man named Roger? You know, the piteous fellow hiding away on the balcony. He was a formidable spellblade in times past. Don't let his easy air deceive you. He was wise beyond his years, stout of heart, and clear of mind. No more, though. You see him now, ravaged by thorns, muttering and rambling, like he's half dead already. I can't stomach to watch. Take well the lesson, friend. That's how you end up when seduced by those who live in death. When grace is sullied, it rots people from the inside. Breaks them.
Huh. Okay. Man, what a rotten friend. Nah. He's just that against it. But I mean, Roger was trying to like study into it. I don't think he was necessarily tempted by it, but maybe I'm wrong.
I serve the Golden Order, that I might put this crooked land to rights, following only the guidance of the great Elden Ring. Those who live in death fall outside the principles of the Golden Order. Their mere existence sullies the guidance of gold, tainting its truth. And so it is the vermin must be exterminated, down to the very last.
So everything he's saying sounds good, right? I mean, like, those who live in death doesn't seem like a good thing. But there are others in the game who would disagree. Which I'm not going to go too far into yet. But, yeah. All right, Roger.
Always good to see you, son.
Does he have anything new to say? He does not, unfortunately. But, yeah, we're going to progress this questline actually in Liurnia. So, Liurnia is where to go for him. And, you know what, let me just use some runes, level up so I don't forget next episode, because I'm very likely to do that. Just so I can, like, start with a fresh slate and not be like, what am I doing? Freaking out. Just going with more equip loads, sure. And, yeah, alright. I'm going to warp back to Liurnia. I think next episode I'll probably start out at Gatetown Bridge, maybe. And I'll probably, like, go run down through these, do some of this side stuff here. Stuff up there. There's a golden seed in the Academy Gatetown I gotta grab. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do. But we'll see. So anyways, thank you guys so much for joining me. I didn't expect it to be a Caelid episode, like I said, but it was a lot of fun. I had a great time, actually. So, not that I always have fun playing these, but this was an especially fun episode for me. So, I will see you guys next time. Later, guys. Peace. Oh, you know why? I guess it's because I'm doing such a different route by doing that. It made it interesting. I was like, ooh, can I do this thing? Honestly, it makes me think that maybe next episode I should try the boss in there and just see if I can handle it. So, I don't know. Maybe I'll end up doing that first. We'll see. All right, again, later, guys. Peace.